Welcome back guys to my brand new tutorial. In today's video we're going to see how to play music in our Spotify clone using Django and Python. Alright guys, in the previous video we added cover images to our songs model. We see it right here and we display them inside of our HTML page. We see it right here. And now what I wanted to do in this video is actually play the music. Now how I will do that in this video, we'll just have some kind of button that user can click, and in the background the music will play. Alright guys, so to make that functionality, I will first explain what I want to do, then show you the code. So head over to our admin dashboard right here, and we see our main models and our song model. Click on it, and then open these two in new tab. And now you see I added one more song to show you this. So you see these two URLs. So for this Heroes Tonight we added in the previous video, and this one for that I added right now. So you see how this URL starts with https www and then youtube.com, but this one starts with https u2.b. So that is because I for this URL I use that share button thing, and for this funky song I copied URL from here. So now I will show you why this is important, that we know that there is two URLs actually of YouTube. So now what I want to do is actually just get this ID of the video from these two things and just use them to play music. So how to do that? You want to head over to our models.py now and write the code. So first of all, just below our str method, we want to type a new function called YouTube URL modify. Now, why modify? Because I want to make that YouTube video autoplay itself. So that's why I called it modify. So now what you want to pass here, we just want to pass self to modify this audio URL. So now once we called our function, now let's jump into functionality actually. So first of all, we want to check if the URL starts with that u2.b and get ID from that, and later on we'll get the ID from the youtube.com. So you just want to type here u2.b and if it is in self.audio URL, we want to do something, and that something is just grabbing that ID. Now to get the ID, we want to call the .split function from Python. Now let's actually show how it works. So we'll call this variable video ID, just that. So we'll get an ID from that video. So what I want you to do is just type self.audio URL. So from our audio URL, that's www.youtube.com/heroes tonight. That's not the ID, but I'll show you. So from that, I want to split. Now, what I want to split? I want to split the first showing, or sorry, the last showing of the slash symbol. So this. Now I'll show you what I mean. Go here, and you can see, so this is a u2.b. and the last showing of this slash is right here. So the first showing of this slash is here on the HTTPS. Now I don't want to get that, I want to get the last slash. So the last slash and everything after that. And I want to stop at this question mark. I think that is the last thing that is not the actual ID of this video. So how to do that? We already splitted the last, or sorry, we didn't actually split the last slash, and that's just by doing -1. So this is the last last item of the list or that URL. So the last showing of this slash, I want to split it. And also I want to type dot split again to just grab this this C thing. So this question mark and then C and other stuff, you know. So to grab that, we want to again type the parentheses, and inside the parentheses just type question mark C and equals. And also I want to type the first showing of that. So now we got our ID if the URL looks like this. Now we want to see how to get an ID if the URL looks like this, so the normal, I would say, URL. So that is by doing elif, and then what is the URL? It is just youtube.com in self.audio URL. So again, we want to call that to see if the youtube.com is somewhere in our audio URL. So now what you want to do, if it is inside of that, we want to do literally the same thing, just a little modifying. So I will not copy the code, I will write it again because I hate to copy code. That's not how you learn. And just type video underscore URL again. It's equal to self.audio URL. And again, we want to split. Now, this part is not the same, because if we look to our, yeah, this is where I used this. So, normal URL. So, the last slash is actually this watch question mark we and equal to sign, and then the ID. So, we don't want to get just the last slash. We want to get from here. So, from this, we want to get just this ID. We don't want to get watch and other stuff. We just want this ID. So that's where it is not the same. So just go here and type what you want to split from. We want to split from this we equal to. And again, we want to get the last showing of that we equal to. And again, we want to split. And what we want to split? We want to split this and symbol. Okay, I found it. And the first showing on of that. So what is this? This just means the other parameters of this URL. So for example, there could be also and start is equal to 0.05. So this is where the song will start, and we don't want to get that. We want to split from that. We don't need that. So that's just it. We can now save this, or I already saved it, but okay. And save this models.py, but also we need to return this video ID we now specified. So now what I wanted to do is just return and then the f string, so we can actually add this video ID at the end of the URL. So now I'll first show the code, then explain it. So now I wrote this URL and now I'll explain it. So we're returning this https youtube.com, and then this embed or embed, I don't know how it is called or pronounced. So embed, I'll say embed. This embed thing helps us display this URL inside of our HTML. So we can use this in our HTML file and actually play the music without clicking any button. So we can use this embed button, thing in the URL just to play songs inside of our HTML without using any JavaScript or something. So now, what is this video ID? That is just the video that it's going to play. So that's how YouTube knows what video to play. And then these question marks and these parameters inside of the URL, that's just the thing to autoplay the video. So autoplay is equal to true, controls to and other stuff. You don't need to worry about that. Now once you made our models.py, now we want to create a view to actually make the functionality to play that song. Alright, so to create the functionality of playing the songs, we want to go, of course, in our views.py, and instead of our index function, just type the following. So play song underscore id will be equal to request dot get, and then what we want to get, our play, and then none. Now what this means? This just means we're going to grab a ID from that URL that is clicked, and then just save it inside of our variable. So now, and this none is just the default, so the default will be none. The default of the ID will be none. And now, once we got our ID, now we also want to create a play song variable that will actually play the song. So play song is equal to none by the default. And now you'll understand everything once we go inside of our HTML and we see everything in the really practice. So if there is a song ID, so if the in the URL is displayed, if it is displayed in the URL, we want to do something, and that something is just that play song is not gonna be a none anymore. It is going to be a get object for. So I imported it from Django.shortcuts, so just import that, and then we're going from our we're going to get a song from our song model, and what parameter we're going to use to get that song is just ID we got from this play song ID. So that's just that. And now this I didn't explain this get object of 404. This just like we do, this is the same as doing this song dot objects dot get, and then pk equals to, or sorry, id equals to play song ID. But this get object of 404 just returns an error to user if that object of that ID isn't found. So that's the better way to use that, not just get method. And yeah, we did everything inside of the views.py and also the models.py. Now we want to go inside of our index8.html and actually display everything and play the music. Oh yeah, and before we jump into the HTML, we first want to pass this play song variable in the HTML template. So just in the quotation marks type that, and then also the play song variable where this is coming from. Alright, in the previous video we just displayed our titles and also the images of our songs, so that is right here, which doesn't really look beautiful, but I said we will style it in the later videos. So now what you want to do is just display the title as well as the cover image, but also with a play button right next to them. So every song has its own play button and user can click on it and just play the song actually. So to do that, you first of all want to type HTML and then this column and 5, and this will create a automatically this structure of the HTML. So this is available in the Visual Studio Code. I don't know if it is available in other IDEs. Just type HTML5 on Google and this will be probably the first thing that will pop up. Alright, so why we need this? We need this just to display our iframe tag inside of our HTML. Now I will show you what is that. You probably never heard of that because it is not really used, but yeah, I'll just copy this. Alright, so copy that inside of our body tag, and we can, for example, here type all code Joker Spotify. Hello. Alright, so why we need this for loop and also what we will do in that, we need it so we can actually create an URL redirecting user to playing that song. So what you want to do is just type a here and it will create a href tag in HTML. And where do they want to redirect them? We want to redirect them to the question mark and then play, that is equal to, in a double curly brackets, song.id. So we'll just grab these IDs from our song. So for example, Heroes Tonight has the ID of 1, and it will be displayed in the URL, and also play that song in the following code. So also what we need is a button, so we can actually submit that. So button with the class of play/button, so we can style it later on, and just type play here. Now if we save this and try to look it up, we can see the button right here. Now if you click it, you see this slash and then question mark play equals to 1 is displayed actually. Now you see that it works actually. Now we need the functionality to actually play that song, or yes, to play that in the background. So how we will do that? We'll do that by typing a function in Jinja template. So curly bracket and then 2 percentage signs, and inside of them you want to type if play underscore song. Now what this means, so if you remember, inside of our views.py we created this play song variable that by default is equal to none. So if play song is not equal to 1, is not equal to none, we will do something. And what is something? First of all, we want to close this and this if statement, because I already talked about it. HTML doesn't have that indentation like Django, Python and Django does, so to know when it is indented or not. That's why we need to close the for loops and also if statements. So we want to create that iframe tag I talked about earlier. And what we need to do inside of that, we'll first of all create a class for that, so we can style it and make it invisible. So I'll call it hidden player. Cool name, right? And then the source, we need a source to play the music from. So what is the source? That is just our YouTube URL modify function from our models.py. So how to get that? You want to type this double curly brackets, and inside of them we want to type play underscore song dot YouTube underscore URL underscore modify. So we are calling this function. So we are calling this function from this variable play song. And also we will add a autoplay functionality, so it actually can autoplay itself, that we don't need to click on it to play itself. So what you want to do is type allow and then autoplay, then this semicolon, and then encrypted media. And I think we got everything. I'll also allow the full screen, but we will not need it. So now if I save this and try to come back to this website, we see this right here. So if I play Funkit, the Funkit is played. If I play the Heroes Tonight, the Heroes Tonight is actually played. Now I don't want to actually so you can see this allow full screen, but we will not use it. So okay. So I want to hide this because I don't want to see this YouTube thing displayed on our website. Now you can use JavaScript to actually doesn't even show this, but I don't like to use JavaScript because you're coming here to learn Django and not JavaScript. So I'll try to, or I will actually make this Spotify clone without using any of the JavaScript code, just HTML, CSS, and Django and Python. So how to actually hide this? Now, you see we added this class thing inside of our iframe tag. So we can go here and just type style tag inside of our head tag. So style. And then what you want to do in style, we just want to type dot and then the name of the class, which is just hidden player. And this again curly brackets. Instead of them, we want to set the position as absolute. And this will just, if we save this for example, this will be displayed whatever on the page. So it will not have the margin and stuff. So we can actually use that to type left equal to 99999 pixels. And what will this do? It will hide the player. Let me see if I think it is not playing anymore. If I click play. Alright, we made everything. Now I'll just style a bit this button thing so it doesn't look like this. Okay, so I styled this page a bit, so you can copy this code and yeah, you can use it by yourself, but in the later videos we will actually create it like it looks like a Spotify clone. And also I have a GitHub account, I opened it, so you can actually copy the code and snippets from it. So yeah, but I do suggest you always type the code manually and not copy it, because you're not learning if you're copying this code. Like everyone can do that. So yeah, you can just copy everything. I styled the image to be a lot smaller, and also this stuff, so this is how it looks. I mean, it is not good, but yeah, it is definitely better. And yeah, we can play the song again. And also this one. So yeah, I think we did everything in this tutorial. We played our songs, we first of all modified the URL, then got the ID from the URL itself, and then played the song in the front end. If you like this video, make sure to check out the pinned comment of this video. I made you a free PDF guide on how to help you pass the beginner stage and escape the tutorial hell. And also, I have got another great video right here on the screen. Make sure to check it out, and I'll see you in that one.